what I believed exactly happened during my 3-day period of intense meditation and why I healed. Obviously, I didn't know this when I was following the process, but as I looked back and I started learning more about just really going deeper into what exactly happened, reading more and trying to understand what exactly happened, that the healing happened so quickly. And I did it through following teachers like Neville Goddard, Bashar, and Abraham Hicks. As I went really deep into those teachings, I understood that, obviously, Dr. Joe Dispenza. I looked back and I understood, I analyzed everything that I did. And what I can say for sure is those three main factors. Number one, I stepped into a new timeline. That was just before I started meditating. I intentionally stepped into a new timeline where I was healthy. And although it didn't feel very strong at the beginning, I just persisted in my conviction. Number two, I meditated almost non-stop, day and night for 3 days. So this part actually involved two major factors which contributed to my healing. On a biological level, biological, neurological, chemical, just related to the physical body, I introduced a sudden drastic change to my body through deep, intense meditation for an extended period of time. And it was almost like a shock to the system, where I created this beautiful brain and heart coherence, slowed down the brain waves, and I created perfect conditions for my body to activate the healing. And just exactly like Dr. Joe Dispenza says, it's all about, everything, all the scientific evidence that he has what happens in a meditation. It's the upregulating of certain genes and downregulating of other genes, and just really calming down the nervous system, regulating the nervous system, so that the healing can be switched on in full mode. So on a biological level, that's what I did, and my body had this perfect opportunity for 3 days and 3 nights to do all it needed to do to rebalance itself and to bring back coherence and I don't know, just cancel all the glitches that took place, that were present in my brain, and everything just corrected itself, because I gave my body a perfect opportunity to do it by switching myself off from external reality, not reacting, not thinking, not going down in vibration, worrying that I'm still sick, not responding to symptoms. So I didn't have any opportunity for myself to go back to those thoughts or limiting beliefs, because I was constantly in meditation and visualizing myself in perfect health. So yeah, on a biological level, it was the giving my body this intense course of source energy, quantum field energy working on me, because I surrendered completely. And at the same time, just simply by being in this deep relaxed meditative state, my body was able to switch on the healing. And obviously the last thing, when I was doing meditations like tuning into new potentials, where I visualized myself in perfect health and really lived in this reality for so long, so intensely, where there was no other reality that would be contradicting this new identity that I was immersed in. So I was constantly, for 3 days and 3 nights, living in the wish fulfilled, living in the new timeline, living just in my imagination, in my visualizations, being that healthy person, imagining and seeing myself doing things, feeling great, traveling, seeing clearly. I just went really wild in those visualizations. So really, by doing that, I according to Neville Goddard's teachings, I was living in the end, as he calls it, living in the wish fulfilled. And what he says, it takes 3 days. So it may take as little as 3 days or less for the manifestation, for the physical reality to catch up and reflect the imaginary act. So when I read that after my healing, I was like, okay, now I know what happened. I simply fulfilled all the requirements for the manifestation to be reflected in the reality by doing it so intensely. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because I think one of the missing bits that a lot of you still struggle with in terms of healing when you don't see exactly the results you would like to see is that as you can see, I was immersed in my wish fulfilled for 3 days and 3 nights. I didn't give myself time. I didn't waste my time on going in the opposite direction. I was constantly there, living my dream, and I just sent such a powerful signal to the quantum field that there was no other alternative but to see the reflection of it in my body. And this is what I would definitely recommend you to consider when you are still stuck. Just think about when you drop your vibration. This is usually during the day between meditations if you don't meditate as much as I did, and obviously most people don't. So that's the message that I would like to say. If we drop in vibration, if we create a vibration which is opposite to what we are trying to create in our lives, this is where the signal is unstable, and it takes longer to see the results. This is why I am definitely of the opinion that doing intense meditation, just like devoting some time, more than just once or twice a day, but really devoting a longer extended period of time on meditation and really allowing for this message to be imprinted in the quantum field stronger, more in a more powerful way, could be the answer for many of you who struggle with seeing results when you do it just once or twice a day, for the reasons that I just mentioned. Or if you don't want to meditate for as much as I did, just living in the end, living in the wish fulfilled between the meditations, and really, really embracing that new timeline, that new identity, that's going to be something that will help you as well. But if you keep dropping, if you keep doubting, if you keep reacting to symptoms, and if you know, the minute you respond to illness and you go back to the vibration of illness, you are delaying the whole process. And that's how I believe a lot of people get stuck. And yeah, so these are the main things that I wanted to share, and that's how I believe my healing happened so quickly. And I truly recommend do yourself a retreat if you can at home, because one of the things that I believe Joe Dispenza's retreats are so powerful. One, obviously, is the collective energy, so many people meditating together and raising the vibration in the room. But I think another big factor is meditating for an extended period of time, for several consecutive days. And being just away from the reality, which can cause you going back to your old self. If you just stay in the new identity by visualizing and meditating on it, and you don't give yourself this chance to go unconscious. That's very powerful, and that's why I truly recommend for anyone who feels really stuck and like about to give up, do yourself a retreat. A lot of people did it, and I know that in Joe's community people do it and people see amazing results, people heal. I'm not the only person who's done it. So really seriously consider going deeper and going for some sort of meditation marathon. It doesn't have to be 3 days if you can't do it, but just like, I don't know, you can do a weekend. Think about it. It's something that I would definitely consider.